John Cena is adding a brand new meaning to the phrase, "You can't see me," as we literally cannot see him due to his limited tour dates. But Triple H says, do not worry about that. He claims that John Cena's heel turn and heel run is going to be incredible. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling. Triple H, he's going all out here. He's putting his hands up and he's saying that John Cena's heel turn, it's going to hit a home run.
Well, I'm going to disagree with Triple H because you know why? It already can't be incredible. They've dropped the ball. It's done. Yo, was the initial moment good? Yeah, right? I'll admit that. It was good. The follow-up has been brutal. Cena didn't appear for weeks. Then you got the two things, 2 weeks in a row, the same thing. And then you got a half-arsed breaking kayfabe promo with just personal jabs between Cena and Rhodes, which Cena came out on top, right? I would say it is borderline impossible for this to be labelled as incredible, right? Because see, when you think of incredible things in wrestling, it didn't suck for weeks on end, did it?
No.
It was consistently great. And this has been consistently shite.
The ball has already been dropped here. Can they salvage it a little bit? I mean, probably, but...
Yo, of course they... Yo, see if Cena comes out tomorrow... when is it? See, it comes out Monday night. Whatever it is.
Well, he's not going to appear till Mania.
Yeah, so that's the point. If he came out with The Rock on Monday night and they started battering the whole roster and he went, we're not going to stop battering people till that little fucking bitch Cody Rhodes comes out. And, he's a pathetic bastard just like his daddy, who was a fat bastard as well. Bastard! Sounds like fucking Scott Steiner's coming out here. But, and right, we're taking over until Cody comes out. Maybe that would be decent, but we know. See the fact that this sellout, pasty white, balding fucking loser Big John ain't going to be there to Mania? Why should I care if he doesn't? But Triple H says he's lit up about it. It's the fucking whitest he's ever been. It's like a bloody carton of milk. He makes Trevor Murdoch look like fucking Bornful chocolate. Come on, play the game, son.
Yeah, so while speaking with the Daily Mail, Triple H said the following about John Cena's heel turn. And by the way, we did see Triple H on some UK talk show.
Sunday brunch, I believe. He was with two guys, right? One was from Emmerdale and one was from Coronation Street.
Right, we know how embarrassing that is, but try and put that into like a...
An American?
Yes. Perspective.
What's embarrassing in America? Wrestle? This would be the equivalent of Johnny Gargano sitting next to, like, Dana White and fucking, I don't know, Andrew Tate or something.
And Johnny Gargano trying not to look out of place.
Aye. No, here, I'll be fair to Triple H. Obviously, he's the star out the fucking three of them. But, they had the guess, they had to draw on, a whiteboard about, the food they were cooking. And Triple H didn't draw a food, and he, wrote something completely random. He's like, I didn't get the question. And they were all laughing at it. Some of the fucking most awkward food I've ever seen.
Big dumb yank. Anyway, that's what Triple H had to say about it.
It was like, draw a Cherry Bakewell and Triple H is fucking bloody nose painting.
Anyway, that's what Triple H had to say about John Cena's heel turn. He says, quote, "You always want to approach things like the what-ifs. You have a blank slate. And John's amazing. John comes in and goes, I'm going to come in for that year and then I'm going to be done. Whatever we want to do in there, let's go." So you begin to have those conversations. What is the absolute biggest possible thing we can do? And then work with the reality of everything. People forget about that. All these people are people. Reality, jobs, all these other things. John is wrapping up a movie now. But that opportunity is the biggest thing we can do. Would have been very easy, and I'm sure John at some point will talk about this, would have been very easy for him to come in here and say, have us roll through all these dates, I'll do my greatest hits, everyone is going to love it, I'm going to wave at fans, kiss babies, sign autographs, do the same stuff I've been doing for 20 plus years, and everybody is going to love it. It's going to be great. Or we can blow people's minds and go in a different direction and make the whole world go, wait, what just happened? It was a conversation. Without getting into the details, it was a conversation that when it was brought up, everybody, I think in John's mind, he was like, wow, I didn't think you were going to say that. I love it. It's a challenge to him. John's not a complacent person, right? I think we would have done it, and he would have done it happily, and would have done it for the fans. But I think there would have been a piece of him that would have been like, alright, I'm just going to go through my day here. This now, I guess it's no different than if a Hollywood role for any actor, where they'd say, we'd like you to play the character you played for 20 other movies pretty much and just do the same thing. It's like, okay, at a certain point in time, they come and they give you something way off, something you've never done before, and you're like, wow, alright, that's a challenge I've never done before. That energizes you and gets your creative juices going and excites you. It lights you up as a performer. This is going to be a special moment because John is lit up about it. We're lit up about it. And it is going to be incredible. End of quote.
Right.
Triple H saying that John is lit up. He is lit up. It's going to be incredible. Hell, TKO are lit up. The Rock is lit up. Fucking Travis Scott is lit up. But they might all be lit up, but nobody can be bothered to show up. And that's probably that's the fucking damning thing about it. It's like, how good can this heel turn be when John Cena works such a limited date? You know, this heel run's going to suck, and I know why it's going to suck. Look how slow, boring, and drawn out WWE is, right? They like to draw, like, feuds out for, like, 6 months, 4 months, 5 months.
Yep.
John Cena's only got to the end of 2025, and we're already a quarter of the way through the year.
Yep.
And what's John Cena done? Couple of premium live events, appeared at the Raw Netflix, then said, I can't even be bothered qualifying for the Chamber, I'll be back in a month. And then he had 3 Raws, 2 of them, he cut the exact same promo. That other one, whatever, he only did them because they were in Europe and it was like accessible for him at the time. He's not going to be there until Mania. Like there's not a lot of time. It'd be different if John Cena had a full, flexible time schedule and he could appear on Raw and SmackDown. I'd be like, fuck the brand split, it's dead anyway. Have John appear on every show. And then you could be looking at it and you could go, right, well, you know what? You've pretty much from this moment onwards got 9 full months of John Cena, week to week. But we don't have that. You know that John Cena is not going to have a feud with someone for a month and then move on. You know, you're not getting 9 feuds here with John Cena for the next 9 months. He will probably feud, I reckon, with 2 people in this entire heel turn. And then they'll probably want him to go face before he calls it a day.
Yep.
So where's the time? Because we know that WWE wants to drag everything out. See, back in the day, 9 months was a shitload of time. You had great title reigns that would last 4 or 5 months, and they were epic. I think one of the most underrated title reigns of all time is Taker's Undisputed Championship reign.
Hell yeah, loved it.
And, you know, that didn't last, I think that lasted like 4.5 months or something like that.
Yeah.
The guy was there, every Raw, every SmackDown, defending the belt. You know, even though he was in big feuds, he always had like a mini feud going. So, see, when he was feuding with Hogan, or when he was feuding with Triple H, or whatnot, he had mini feuds with like Tommy Dreamer and Randy Orton. So, like, Taker was always there, always appearing, always consistent. We're not going to get that with John. We're going to be getting weeks where John shows up and then you have to wait 3 weeks till the next appearance. And I just think that it's going to be so fucking dragged out. I just don't see how it's going to be good. And I think the next night, I don't think the WWE, with the way they book things and John Cena's limited schedule, I don't think they'll get much done in 9 months.
You know, he might not even be at the Raw after Mania, man. It's tragic. But it's Triple H here speaking like we're all brain dead. Oh, Big John, he's never done it before. It's something different.
It's a heel turn, mate. It's not like it's a different profession altogether.
Yeah, he has been heel, right? Yeah. And even in his face run, he's cut heel promos. I think stuff with The Rock, Cena has cut tweener promos right throughout the years. And I mean, is it a dig at The Rock? Oh, if you we like you to play the character you've played in the same 20 other movies. That sounds like the fucking Rock to me. But it's just Triple H, man, laying it on thick, pretending it's great. Oh, Cena loved it. We had so many options. It's like, oh, you could do the thing that you've done all these years, and that would be easy. But we're going to do the hard thing. What's hard about it, right? He comes out and cuts a heel. Why are we making out the Cena cutting a heel promo so much harder than what he normally does?
Yeah, but do you agree that 9 months in today's current wrestling is not a lot of time, considering how slow
No.
and drawn out things are? Like, see, I think that in 20 years ago, in 2005, John Cena, you would have got a better run and you would have got more done in like a couple of months than you would 9 months now in 2025.
Absolutely. Yo, look at 2001, right? Take the 12 months for example.
Well, what's Gunther been doing for the last 6 months since
Yeah, I know,
Bash
but
Berlin?
look at the 12 months, right? Take Austin's 12 months in 2001. Begins, wins the Rumble, feud with Triple H, 2 out of 3 falls, feud with The Rock at Mania, beats The Rock next night, steel cage, 2-man power trips for him, they feud with Kane and Taker for the next few months, right? Then he feuds with Benoit and Jericho while he's heel with McMahon. Then WCW and fade. He's then convinced by McMahon to take over back the WWF. Then he turns at Invasion. Then he leads the Alliance for a bunch of months. Loses at Survivor Series to Team WWF. Then he turns face again, and he's in that 4-man tournament at Vengeance for the WWF title. Look at the amount of stuff going on, and I've glossed over a lot. I've glossed over a lot of shit.
That's 1 year. That's epic.
Yeah. I mean,
What's John Cena accomplished in 3 months?
fuck all.
John Cena, Austin accomplished more in 2001 than WWE could do with anybody in about a decade
Yeah.
in this current day and age.
Yeah. No, but you're right. If they book Cena right the way they should, it's just going to feel out of sync to everyone else because everyone else is on like, fucking 5-year plans by the look of it, and Big John's going to be rushed down our throat. I mean, I hope we get Cena in as many feuds as possible, or good feuds as possible, but you're right, the reality is he's probably going to feud with like fucking 2 people.
No, but look at Cody Rhodes, his feud with Kevin Owens. That lasted months. That was like 4 months.
No, I know.
What's Gunther been doing since he took on Randy Orton? And these are the champions. These are not throwaway guys. These are the title holders in WWE.
No, you're fucking right, by the way. What has Gunther been doing?
Fuck all. If I face Sami Zayn and Jey Uso, we're going into Mania. The title match is Gunther versus Jey Uso, and we've already seen Jey Uso versus Gunther multiple times.
Yep.
Since Mania 40, and we've seen it multiple times before Mania 40. It's the same shite. There's nothing fresh about it. Gunther's title reign's been fucking embarrassing.
Has been.
And that's like, I mean, the 9 months is it's not enough. See 9 months back in the day, fuck me, you could have had a legendary career in 9 months. See now, 9 months is like a cup of coffee in WWE. You maybe have like 1 match and 2 promos in 9 months, and that's about it. Because everything is so fucking drawn out and boring.
It's got to the point, folks, where people come out to hype up a segment on the next show.
But let's say Cena loses it. Let's say he loses at Mania, right? I don't know if he will. Let's say he loses. I could easily see him taking like a month off or 6 weeks off.
Fuck yeah. Yeah.
And then before you know it, you've got like half a year left.
No, I know. I'm convinced if Cena loses, or even if he wins, I think there's a real opportunity. He doesn't wrestle until like 2 pay-per-views after Mania.
That's a possibility.
Here, I'm not shit you not. I wouldn't be surprised if Cena doesn't wrestle to Money in the Bank, because they kind of consider that the big 5 now.
Many matches do you think Cena will have
This year?
Aye, from this point now till he ends it, he'll wrestle at Mania. He'll wrestle at SummerSlam. Survivor Series will probably be his last match. There's 3 matches that
I'd be borderline shocked if he had more than 5. Because I don't see him wrestling on TV. Unless they want to have him wrestle on like the last show of the year. But then I think that's more reserved for a promo. I think if Cena was going to be wrestling on TV, we would have seen it by now. Like the Netflix premieres, the first couple of weeks.
Yeah, but the only thing is he has that movie schedule. Like, so I don't know if that's hindered him.
He can't wrestle? But then why has he done Rumbles and Chambers then? You know what I mean? It's
Well, he kind of has to be in them, does he not? That's how he gets his title shot at
yeah.
Mania.
Oh, but do these movies companies understand? He has to be in the Royal Rumble and the Chamber, but he can't do the singles matches on Raw. Well, you trying to tell me the big movie producer on fucking billions of years going to buy that? Wait, so he can fake wrestle at the Rumble, but he can't fake wrestle on Raw? Well, what's your
No,
point?
you're right, but I'm thinking from Triple H's WWE, logical standpoint. I'm thinking of their fucking corrupt warped minds like that. That's what they'll be saying.
Well, so Big John can't work a tag team match where he does his 5 moves of doom? Come on, play the game, son. Triple H needs to fucking reel it in. Take his nose out of some fucking Johnny Gargano's arse and plug into fucking reality here.
See, I just don't see it. That Triple H says this is going to be incredible. I think it's going to be lackluster. Time's running it.
See, when you say something's going to be incredible,
That's
chances are it won't be.
How many things are truly incredible?
How about Triple H, you shut up and we'll see how it goes.
I think that's fair, but look,
It's like we see with everything. You know, they hype up Penta and Rey Fenix like the greatest thing ever. They pretend that Michael Cole's the greatest thing ever. They pretend that, like, all the greatest moments in wrestling and brands and pay-per-views have happened in the last 10 years.
Anyone who thinks Michael Cole's better than JR deserves to die, and I stand by that statement. We can't be saying that. No, I do.
Yeah, it's a mental illness.
I do.
Check your selling somewhere.
See if you genuinely think that Michael Cole's better than JR, you don't deserve to be breathing oxygen on this planet.
JR's watery diarrhea shite after too much barbecue sauce is better than fucking Michael Cole.
Did you see that? Did you see that? Did you see him? Did you hear Michael Cole calling that Gunther beatdown on Jimmy Uso?
I know, it was awful.
You know what I mean? Triple H, and maybe, you know what? I mean, we can bash all these wrestlers as well, but I think you've got to give Jim Ross a lot of credit for the stars of the Attitude Era and Ruthless Aggression because he put them over.
He did.
He fucking put them over. See Triple H, see him being a great heel and destroying people with sledgehammers and being ruthless and being the cerebral.
Triple H.
See him being the cerebral assassin. Aye, done a good job, but I mean, how much did JR's performances take what Triple H done to the next level?
Of course, it did. And so many guys like the mid-carders, Val Venus, Godfather, it's like great gimmicks, but enhanced by King and JR.
Yeah, you look at a lot of the adult theme stuff and a lot of the women, like King, and JR as well, but I'd say more so King with that stuff. He helped put that stuff over. See if Godfather's coming out with the whole train and it's like silent. It's not really, you're not achieving as much.
My name's Joe Testori, and
but see when Godfather comes out with the whole train and fucking the King's losing his mind over the fucking hot women that are in the train, choo-choo, then that helps put that over.
Big John.
And wrestling sucks, man. This ain't going to be incredible. It's not. I know the way WWE works. I know the way they format it. I know the way they operate it. See, 9 months in this current era, 9 months is nothing. 9 months is 2 feuds if you're lucky.
Yep.
But it is.
No,
Look at
right.
Cody Rhodes, Kevin Owens. Look at Gunther, Jey Uso. What has Gunther done? What has Gunther done since that Randy Orton match at Bash in Berlin, by the way?
A triple shitey match against Priest and Balor. Lions doors behind me, fella. Crap.
9 months is nothing.
No, you're right.
And I think they'll want to end Cena as a face. So, how late do you wait to turn him back?
It's just no good enough. It's unacceptable, man.
This John Cena heel turn, right, could maybe last another 3-4 months. I mean, joking.
No, you're right. I could see it fucking ending in Mania, man. Honestly, I wouldn't put nothing past him.
Anyway, guys, that's it. We'll catch you in the next one. We'll see. This won't be incredible. You see it actually just reminiscing there, Austin's year. I know Austin wasn't really a big fan of it, but I think 2001's his best year.
Yep.
I actually prefer Austin 2001 than Austin 98.
Yep, I agree.
I think that Austin did so much in 2001. In match quality as well. I don't think he gets the credit that he deserves. But, I mean, he had that tag team match with Triple H. You had the WrestleMania match with Rock. You had the triple threat match with Benoit and Jericho. You had the matches with Kurt Angle
The Rumble.
that were all great. The Survivor Series 5-on-5. The Rumble with Kane, probably the best Rumble of all time. I mean, that was
The comedy alone. Fucking hell, come on.
yeah. No.
The supermarket brawl.
Aye.
That was in 2001.
What a year. I think that's the best year in wrestling from anybody.
Yep.
Find me a better year.
Tell me when I'm telling lies.